You guys, I read the latest chapter of One Piece. For the first time, I can actually say that. The most current chapter of One Piece. Maybe you've heard chapter 1071. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, it's not out on the Shonen Jump app. Yep. Fair. Listen, it's not my fault. I couldn't wait. I could not wait for the official release. I don't know if, if this is frowned upon. So, allegedly, I found a way to read it. I learned Japanese. That's what happened. I learned Japanese for this. But honestly, I went back and forth on it. I just couldn't wait. This is the first time ever in my life that I have read a current chapter of One Piece. I couldn't wait. You can't dangle that carrot in front of me and expect me not to be like, yes. So let's talk about One Piece. So, chapter 1071. If you don't remember, I've done a bunch of videos, but chapter 1070, Luffy is trying to get Dr. VagaPunk off of the island and protect him, right? That's kind of like where we left off. CP0's there. It's not going well for them. Lucci he's incredibly salty. Like in this chapter, he literally is chasing Luffy to the ends of this island because he's like, I will name him as an emperor, but no, I will never accept that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you remember when he fought Lucci for the first time? Lucci held his own, and even in the awakened state that he's in now, to be honest with you, I think Luffy in the God Nika form, I guess Gear 5, but I don't know, it feels more than a transformation than the regular gears, but I'll say Gear 5 for this. I really feel like they're gonna do a different name for that, maybe. One day, hopefully. But in his Gear 5 form, I think Luffy has Lucci bar none, hands down. But regardless, Lucci is basically I'm never going to accept Luffy as an emperor. And that's really where because he is disobeying the Marines, he's disobeying everybody to chase him out of this island. And so, as that is going on, in the beginning of this chapter, I had told you guys throughout the video, I'm like, Kuma is gonna be mad, and we saw him kind of break away, and I was like, oh, he is headed to Egghead Island. It is happening. He landed somewhere in the opening of the Red Line. Is the Red Line in near Egghead Island? Is he going for Bonney, or did he just go somewhere completely different? Or was it that his Paw powers shot him somewhere else than he wanted to go? Is he having trouble with his devil fruit powers? Let me know in the comments down below. I was a little confused by that because I could have sworn I was like, this dude's gonna show up Egghead Island, just mess up everybody. We only see him for maybe 4 panels, and it says he's somewhere on the entrance of the Red Line, right? So that's kind of where his story kind of begins and ends in this chapter. And we jump back to Egghead Island, and this was such a good thing. And it kind of shows, I think this is Oda trying to show something, right? I think he's trying to show that our Straw Hats that we have been following have gotten so much more incredibly powerful than the CP0. Because if you remember when they first fought CP0, dude, they had an issue with CP0. But in this, and Kaku is a perfect example, does a slice, Zoro's taking a nap, just taking a nap on the Thousand Sunny. He pops up and he's like, hey, who's interrupting my nap? He's barely fazed by this. This is a minor inconvenience. And maybe in the next chapter they are going to go at it, and I could be completely wrong. This could age horribly. But to me, I felt like it was Oda saying they're a minor inconvenience. I think if you put, his number 2, because I guess Kaku would be Lucci's number 2, right? I guess. And Zoro is obviously Luffy's number 2. Put them together, it's not a competition. Listen, right? Not even close. But one of the last things that I kind of want to talk about the VagaPunk and the Egghead Island, he calls somebody. VagaPunk calls somebody, and they're like, you're really gonna if you call him and he helps us, he's going to be right in the Marines. We're risking his safety too, or their safety too. VagaPunk, first off, does not care. He just blatantly is just like, hey, whoa, I need you. We don't see who it is. Is it gonna be someone we know? I don't know why I thought that when I was reading this chapter. I truthfully don't. I have nothing to back that up with. But a part of me was like, okay, what would be the reason they wouldn't show anything. You don't set up a mystery of like who's on the other end of the line if the person on the other end of the line is not someone we know. Or someone we would be excited about that's also there. But who would that be? Who would we know on Egghead Island? That's the thing. Like, I guess I first want to jump to Sabo, but that would make absolute zero sense. Yeah, they kind of set up that Sabo is dead, pretty much, I think, in the last few chapters. But I don't think it's him. It has to be someone. And it might, and again, like I said, this might age horribly wrong. And that's okay. This is what we're here for. We're just experience the chapters as they come out. It's what I've always done. And that was my first inkling. I was like, Sabo? I don't know why I thought Sabo. I literally have nothing to back that up. I was just like, maybe Sabo, you know? And so apparently with this mystery person, as long as they keep CP0 busy, VagaPunk's all set, ready to go, you know, and they're going to, he's going to go on 1000 Sunny, and Strawhats, they're going to take him off this island. Well, here's the thing. Bonney is mad because she wants VagaPunk to make Kuma who he used to be. He said, no, I can't do that, but there's a reason. What is that reason? Because if I remember correctly, I tried to think back, and again, I just read the chapter, or I would have looked this up. Kuma, before he went full no emotions, there was a reason that he did what he did. It was like a big story point, right? Am I crazy in thinking that? Again, let me know. You guys are amazing, as always. Or is he talking about a different reason? Is there going to be some revelation with Kuma that changes that character's trajectory 100% by the end of this arc? Did Kuma become emotionless because of a different reason than I think we already know? But with that, Bonney is chasing him down. So I think VagaPunk, Bonney, and I said this in my other videos, the Bonney and Kuma relationship was masterful by Oda. I think that relationship is going to hopefully breed so much character depth for both of those characters and great story beats. I really have high hopes for that relationship. I think that was a great idea. But also, and I didn't even think about this, but now I am, the VagaPunk Bonney relationship. I think that's gonna be a really fun relationship if they do get off the island on the 1000 Sunny and stuff like that. I think that relationship can be really fun. One of the other things, and I don't really know how to take this, so you guys let me know some of your theories in the comments down below, but Kid and Killer end up on the Island of Giants. It was like 2 panels, not really that big of a deal to me, but let me know. Like, you guys, again, you're my senseis through this journey of One Piece. So what do you think your theory is of what could happen on the Island of Giants? And is it something that I'm missing? Like, did you read those panels and you were like, listen to me, the Island of Giants, kids on the Island of Giants, this is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be so much things to do there. I didn't take those panels any other way. I really don't have any theories about those panels, nothing like that. But one of the last big things that I cannot wait to see how it plays out, less of a theory, more of just excitement. Garp's back. Luffy's grandpa, Garp. He is right off the shore of Egghead Island, and he is with Helmeppo. Obviously, they're going to get Kobe back, right? Garp is such a good character. I am so excited. I cannot wait to watch him and Luffy's interactions. Because from the beginning, right, Garp has told Luffy, like, I'm going to have to chase you, but he's so proud of Luffy. And how long has it been since Luffy and Garp have seen each other? And how long has it been, and how much Luffy has changed, that their interactions is something that I didn't know I needed, but now when you see that final panel of this chapter and Garp being back and he's at Egghead Island, that's a kind of a reason that I actually don't think Luffy, VagaPunk, and all of them are actually going to get off Egghead Island. I do think that this is going to be the island that the story takes place in. I don't think they're going to leave it immediately and go on the run with VagaPunk. I think it's more, some stuff's going to happen on the island because there's too many questions left on this island for them just to get in 1000 Sunny, drive away, and be like, oh, well, there's nothing. Like, okay, who did he call? Kuma and Bonney. I still think Kuma, again, he's on like the red line or something. I still think that he's going to show up on Egghead Island. The CP0 storyline. Now Garp has just showed up on Egghead Island with Helmeppo. The Kobe stuff. Like, I think there is too much at stake and at play here that they actually get off of Egghead Island. I just don't see that happening. But what I do see happening is Luffy and Garp coming face to face again with each other. And I cannot wait to, I guarantee you, mark my words, Garp is going to be so proud of what Luffy has become, because I have a theory. I think that he is going to see Lucci and Luffy fight, and Garp is going to realize the kind of strength and power and the type of man Luffy is becoming. And I cannot wait for that. Guys, can you believe it? I just did my first video on a current chapter of One Piece. Oh, man. Feels so weird. I don't have another chapter to go read. Usually, you know how the videos go, right? I'm like, all right, let's see what happens in chapter 1072. And then it cuts to chapter 1072. Guess what? Hold on, we'll try it. And I cannot wait to see what happens in chapter 1072. I'm still here. I got nothing to read. I got nothing to read. I got questions. I want to see Garp on Egghead Island. What's going on? Is the stuff important to Kid? Is Kuma actually on his way to Egghead Island? What if it's Kobe on the phone that VagaPunk talked to? What if it's Kobe? I just thought of this. I was about to end this video. What if it's Kobe? That would be wild. I don't think it actually is, but boy, that would be fun. It's definitely not. But man, that'd be cool. But yes, so we have read chapter 1071. And I always say this in every video, but definitely this One Piece video. I cannot wait to talk with you guys in the comments down below. And like I said, I'm new to this reading chapter by chapter thing, so I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff. Tell me any theory. Literally, nothing's off limits now. Dude, nothing's off limits now. You can tell me anything. Anything you want, you can tell me. It's awesome. Oh, I'm too hyper for it to be this late. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so exciting. I'm so excited, dude. But yes, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's talk in the comments down below. And as always, I hope that if you're having a bad day, it gets better. And if you're having a good day, it becomes fantastic. Like One Piece. Like the One Piece shirt that I have. All right. See you next time.